What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Scary Hours podcast. Before we start today, we want to take a moment to say that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So make sure y'all mental health is straight because that's the most important thing. But like I always say, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all new Scary Hours content. Y'all know who these dudes is. Hey, Vontae finally back with us. Bro been gone for forever. I don't know if y'all know bro no more. So you introduce yourself, cuz.
Vontae, Devontae Morgan, shorten it if you want to. It is what it is. But I'm back. Had to handle some business,
Nah, they don't know, bro. But hey, we joined today with a special guest. We joined today with a special guest. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Hey, you got it.
Hey y'all, my name is Ronni Williams. I'm the point guard at Mississippi Valley State University. That's about it. I'm from Memphis.
No, Ronnie. Because remember,
you want to tell them
before the show, I said, Ronnie, tell me your list of accomplishments. Hey y'all, listen. Okay. Hey, you got it, bro.
All right, so in high school I was valedictorian. I had over $1 million in scholarships, so that's an accomplishment. When I got to school at Mississippi Valley, I became president of the Student Alumni Association. An active trailblazer. I've been the captain of my team for 3 years. I'm the 69th Miss Mississippi Valley State University for the 2021-2022 school year. And I wear a number of professional hats, so it's a lot, but I don't like to brag about them, But I'm a very active student advocate for my campus, and I'm just, a great person all around.
That's a great person all around. Hey,
bro.
That's crazy though. That list was crazy, bro. Hey, she ain't even mentioned the.
Hey, that was a lot of accomplishment.
She ain't mentioned the sorority that she in too.
Oh, I'm also a member of Zeta Psi chapter of Gamma Sigma. It's a national service sorority. It's not a part of the D9, but it is an organization that's completely over community service. So I'm all about community service.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. Hey, she got a lot of accomplishments.
But look, Ronnie. Tell me how you balance that. How do you balance everything with school and athletes to stay a peak athlete at the same time?
In all honesty, it's kind of hard. Like some days I do have since it is mental health awareness month, I do have my days where I feel like, I can't do this. But then again, I got to realize where I came from and where I started. I didn't come from a great background. Like, I kind of struggled, got it out the mud, if you know what I mean. And I just fight through adversity. I've always been throwing obstacles my way. I've always had to go over the hurdles and go through the loops and things like that to get to where I want to be. And I know I want to be, I want to be great. Like, I major in criminal justice and I want to be a police officer. So like, I already know especially in times like this, it's already hard to be what I want to be. So I have to go through what I'm going through now in order to become the person I want to be. So it's just like, I gotta take those steps.
You gotta let her finish.
You want to be a police officer in Memphis?
No, not in Memphis. I'm going to right now I'm going to Fort City, Arkansas. The reason I'm not gonna be a police officer in Memphis is because I don't want to be at home. Like I'm gonna come back to Memphis like to help out for some service projects I got coming up. But I want to branch out. I want to see a different environment. But I'm also going to a small town in Fort City, Arkansas, to become a police officer.
So. But hey, Ronnie, we want to talk to you about some things that we said on the show last week because we talked about double standard and we got some backlash. We got a little bit. Well, not me. I didn't get backlash. But my man,
yeah, I kind of watched the show. I was kind of upset about the responses, but I mean, everybody is they can have their opinions.
So do you feel like it is a double standard when it comes to the men and women's sports?
It's most definitely a double standard.
Will you speak on a collegiate level? Speak on a collegiate level because that's what you play at right now.
Yeah. Okay. So far as the collegiate level, like it's unfair. Let's talk about the NCAA. Let's talk about the championship. I know y'all seen on Twitter like the way they lived in the bubble. That's ridiculous. Like the food that was being served to the women, that's ridiculous. I understand that men may bring in more money, but we're still playing on the same level. Like Nobody's getting paid to play at this level at this moment. Like within this year, we're not getting paid to play. So we should be receiving the same amount of treatment as the men. I just don't understand why the weight room was as trash as it was. And I know for a fact I'm listening probably more than some guys in college. So I don't understand. You know, it's ridiculous and it's kind of sad, but I feel like we should, especially on the women's side, we should stick up more and say something because it's been going like this for years. It's been a norm, and that's the problem. Nobody has spoken up about it, and we should because we're not getting paid right now. We're not professional athletes at the moment, so we should be getting treated the same. Because in high school, I know for a fact we were getting the same treatment. Ain't that right?
Yeah. Yeah,
so
you're right.
Be the same in college.
But Ronnie, you said y'all play at the same level, so. Do you feel that the men's game, I mean, is the speed of the game the same compared to playing with men and women? Do you feel like the speed of the game is the same?
Yes. It's most definitely the same. Like, men, the only difference about men's college basketball and women's college basketball is that the men's play more of one-on-one ball. That's a given. The women's, we are more of a team ball type ordeal. The men, they make a show. They make a show. The girls, we stick to the fundamentals. We might have some highlights here and there, but we most definitely stick to the fundamentals and worry about the win. Y'all kind of worry about the stats and how y'all go look in a highlight video and stuff. But that's
Eric, I seen you make a little face, Eric. What was that face for? Talk to me.
What's the face for, bro?
I mean, first off, I'm gonna say, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Nah, first off, I'm gonna say I don't agree. I don't agree that the speed of the game is the same for men and women. And I watch women's basketball, not as much as I watch men's basketball. I don't think the speed of the game is the same. I agree that the women do play more fundamental. The men put on a show as to comparing what the men use fundamentals, but the women, they run play. They're not calling ISOs all the time like men is and stuff like that. So, I mean, I do agree. The only thing I disagree with that part is that she said that the speed was the same. I don't think the speed of the game is the same.
I have a question. What division, far as on the women's side, what league, I mean, what division are you looking at? Like, are you looking at SEC? Are you looking at, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different. Like, higher up teams play a little bit slower when it comes to teams. Like, I'm in the SWAC, the Southwestern, I'm down there. So we play like this. We go fast. All we do is press. You know what I'm saying? Our tempo is way faster than, the bigger teams on the men's side in collegiate basketball. That's what I'm looking at. Now, do I think when you go up to look at, Baylor and things like that, of course they play slower. Of course. They use their time. Like, it's more of a tactic thing than just playing. We just on our division, we just play. Like, we just go out there, try to run each other, tongue out each other's mouth.
So look,
Levante talk.
I understand where y'all both coming from, but I'm gonna agree with Eric just because I feel like you guys play fast and is an exception to what we talking about. Like, okay, y'all play fast, but the next girls team might not play fast, where the next 5 men's team are playing at that same pace that y'all play at, but the other couple of girls team is not. So it's like, it's 1 out of 5 teams playing fast, while the whole 5 teams of the men's basketball is playing fast. Like, the pace is up.
Lynn, what you got to say?
Nothing.
What you say?
I don't care. Me and Eric had a little argument last week. I'm gonna let her and him get going.
I'm not gonna argue. I mean, it's everybody has to each his own. But
yeah. So Eric, you got it.
Hey, Ronnie, I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like the men?
You don't gotta be that close to the camera, boy.
I mean, what's the call? I can't hear y'all through the speaker. This is the only way I can listen to y'all. But do you feel like the the NCAA, do you feel like you said, they was wrong for their food, they was wrong for their weight room? I agree. But do you feel like they should have taken the money the men made from their tournament and give the women what the men had? Or do you feel like they should have used the money that the women made from their season and give them what they had with that?
I feel like it should have been split. Where the money going? Think about it. Where's the
Let me
money
chime
going?
in. Let me chime in on that because we was informed. I was informed that the NCAA do have to provide for all of their athletes. No matter what sport they play, no matter how much money they make, the NCAA as a whole has to take care of those kids because, in a sense, they all play under the NCAA. So we was ignorant to that last week. So we not gonna make that same mistake.
We was ignorant to that. Y'all was ignorant to that. I told y'all that.
I didn't say that. I'm gonna say we
y'all.
the show.
Don't say Monte.
I'm saying I just feel like if the men's not getting paid to play those games, like if they're not getting individually played, why is it the money being split? You know what I mean? Like
because
why
that's
not?
people watching on TV. That's who people turning their channel on to watch on ABC and on Fox and on CBS and on ESPN.
Are you not listening to what Drew just said, G? Like Drew
we all
just
under
said.
the NCAA. We not getting paid to play right now. So y'all shouldn't be getting more stuff. Y'all shouldn't be getting better equipment than we are because we're all under the NCAA.
That's my next question for y'all, for you, Ronni. So do you feel like if the resources are the same, women can produce the same results as men?
Most definitely. The resources are not the same. That's why we cannot produce the same. That's why that go down the list and look at how much money is the NCAA giving each team and look at the difference between the men's side and the women's side. The men are most definitely getting the most money. And for what? I don't understand. Just because you're bringing in views, doesn't mean anything. You're not getting paid. But you're not getting paid. So watch it. You're not getting paid. At the end of the day, if you think about it, the NCAA is one big team. All the schools are playing under one big name. So all the money is going into the NCAA. So why can't I receive the same amount of resources as the men?
Do you think that goes for
as
schools individually though? Like let's talk about Duke. You know, they bring in players like Zion. You know, you feel like that money that Zion basically bringing in to the school shouldn't go to his program, or you feel like that should still be spread around the whole Duke organization as a whole?
It should be spread around the whole Duke organization as a whole, because it's not like everybody like think about it. Everybody only pay attention to the major sports in collegiate basketball. So it's not fair that you got this Duke program that they get shoes every week, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the track team not getting the same amount of resources as basketball team. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, each sport plays under the same team. NCAA, we play under the same name. So that money should be split equally into each sport. And that's not fair. And I'm really biased about that because, like I said, I go to Mississippi Valley and I know our money split up. Like I'm a part of the Student Alumni Association, so I get to see the money being brought into the school, and I see how it's split up, and it's split so unevenly that we get new uniforms every year. Well, not new uniforms, but we get like new gear every year, right? But the track team barely gets gear, and that's unfair to the track team. You know what I'm saying? It's just all messed up. Like they gotta do hand-me-downs and things like that, while the other teams, the other sports are getting new gear and stuff. And that's kind of messed up. I think money should be split evenly. And with that being said, money should be split evenly. Not evenly, but more money should be getting sent to those schools who struggle, like my school, like who don't really have a fan base and things like that. Because why are you constantly, that's like in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into the whole black and white thing, but you know what I'm saying? It's all about equity. It's not about equality anymore because everybody got the same opportunity. We should get equity. We should receive more because we have less. What's the point of giving somebody more if they already got it? That does them no justice.
Yeah. So, Ronni, you think if a small school like yours was funded better, can it attract better players and could it compete with the bigger schools?
Yes, it'll attract better players. I've been saying this for years. It'll attract better players. It's gonna bring in a fan base. It's gonna bring in a different support system. Like it's gonna bring attention to our schools. We can't compete with a school like Duke because we don't have the resources Duke has. And it's not to say, and it's because we don't bring, like you said, Duke bringing in Zion Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do nothing.
Ticket sales.
We bringing in, you know what I'm saying? We ain't bringing in nobody. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey,
we not bringing in no.
Look at what you just said, though. Look at what you just said, though. Y'all not bringing in no. Vontae, look at what you said. Ticket sales. It's all, if it's a business and men are bringing in the money, you can't expect that.
But it goes back into
like,
the
if the women's bringing in no money, you can't expect that. If a women's team go 0-27 in a season and a men's team go 27-0, who brought in the money? Who brought in that crowd? Who brought in them endorsements?
The thing is, it still doesn't matter at the end of the day. It don't matter who brings in what. We not getting paid to play this sport right now.
It's not going to you individually.
It doesn't matter.
That man Eric is not understanding this.
You know what I'm saying? So like if we bring in more resources, I can compete. If I bring in more money, if I have more scholarship money, I can compete with the bigger schools. But I can't compete and bring in views if you don't invest in me. You got to invest in a company before it expands. Think about it. Amazon didn't start off having the best delivery system. They had to invest in it before.
Yeah. Talk to this guy, man.
Come on, now. You feel me? Like, you got to invest. If you're not going to invest, you're not going to produce. That's what it boils down to. And y'all investing in the wrong
thing. Thing is still revolving around that same topic. Why are you going to continue to put money and fund for equipment for a losing team?
But look, we don't know if they still a part of the NCAA goofball.
When we went to Itasca, what did we have? Hey, when we went to Itasca, what did we have?
We barely had nothing.
Fresh warm-ups. Hey, we have fresh warm-ups. What did Central Lakes have? Girls and boys team. Their girls team was funded better than our boys team.
Because they was that's what's the point you're making?
They was winning. Hey, they was winning, bro.
This is cool. But look, this is all I'm saying. At the Division I level, what Ronnie's saying is we don't know what they can do because they've never been given a chance. Like if you never. So like if coach never play you, if you killing in practice every day, and coach never play you, we never know what type of game player you is because you never got the chance to show it. It's the same. Yeah. That's the same thing in a sense. Like the lower schools working their tails off, but they can't get no funding. They can't get no equipment. They can't get good players because they won't
can't get no recovery. Can't get nothing.
So,
and we see
players are not committing to schools that don't got nothing. Players want to commit to the schools that got a big fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like they committing to schools that got money. Yeah. They're not committing to the smaller schools that don't have money because why? They not gonna get them views. But if you invest in those small schools to get the views up so they can bring in players, then that's when everything gonna come together. But until people like Mr. Eric realizes that we're gonna be in the same thing for another 10 years. Until everything
what the small schools? When you say small schools, you talking JUCOs and D3s and mid majors. I'm talking the Division I level that people are paying money to see, that these actually getting endorsement deals. If the men are getting endorsement deals off these schools, the scouts are coming to see these men. Do you not realize that they're not going to fund for women that way? What woman athlete is coming from Duke? What woman athlete came out of Duke? Answer that question.
Why?
None.
Hold on, time. Why?
Hold on, let me flip my camera so I can actually see.
Give me one reason as to why you would not fund a women's program. If you already got
I didn't say I wouldn't fund a women's program. I said I would use the money.
That's what it sounded like.
I would use the money that the women made from their season to fund their tournament, to fund what they have. I'm not going to take from the men's team who went 27-0 and who made all this money and give it away to the women.
That's like you're taking. That's what I'm saying. That's like you're taking from people who already got it. So what's wrong with that? Like y'all already got money. Being a men's team, being a men's division.
They got money because they earned it. What do you mean? Hold on. They earned it. Where do you think money comes from? You don't win money by losing. You don't win money being a loser.
Time out. Hold on. Next question. Next topic. We do. Hey, but Ronnie, do you feel like genetics play a part in how men are right now, or is it they train different?
Is that what?
Is it
genetics? Say something about genetics.
Is it genetics or is it training that make the difference between the men and the women level?
It's training. It's training. It's not genetics. Because I know some girls that'll kill some boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about training. It's all about, like, training your brain, like, training your mind, training your body. Like, I know, like, them guys who are, like, up there in the rankings and stuff like that, those guys eat, breathe, and sleep. You know what I'm saying? They eat and breathe their sport. So they love it all around.
That's cap. Some of them niggas be sorry. I'm gonna just say that they just got a name.
No. Some people be overrated. Some people do be overrated. You know what I'm saying? They do be overrated, but them guys really train.
Let me say something.
You got
so you feel like is this training? Let me throw back to Zion. So you think genetically you think genetically he doesn't have that advantage over the like you think a female could get to his point by training?
Hey man, that right there, that's an exception. He's a different breed.
LeBron James, you think genetically a female could get to his point?
See, men like that, them top athletes like that, those are different breeds.
That's not genetic.
That's a genetic
role. They wasn't born on this earth. Let's talk. They wasn't born on this earth.
Yeah,
LeBron is
they
Zion.
might be aliens.
If I see somebody two-something running as fast as Zion getting up there like that, I'm gonna move out the way. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I'm sliding.
But look, you know what I'm saying? Right, so look, let's take for example Steph Curry. Nothing he do genetically is different than any woman. So is that an example of training being better? Like that's pure training.
That's pure
not
training.
genetics.
Pure training.
Hey, that's not true. You gotta think about his dad was an athlete and so was his mom. So genetically, he was built for it. Like he was literally built for an athlete. Bro was built for that genetically.
He's not 6'8". He not 250. He don't run a 4 flat. He just little old 6'3". I can shoot it. That's it.
And neither did his dad. What the hell?
Yeah, but listen,
that's what I'm saying. They wasn't jumping out the gym.
Your body still has to be genetically able to train at a high level, bro. You can train all you want. If your body is not, if your body can't train at that level, you won't be able to sustain it.
Can't train at that level.
Hey, the shooting part is the training, but his
mentally
body, like, he was literally born to be an athlete. Like, bro was born to be an athlete. G. His mom was an athlete. So his dad.
Like far as like jumping and running, you know what I'm saying? Genetics. But far as like skill work, that's
skill work. Yeah.
That's
skill work. I'm not talking about skill work. But my thing is, if you add the skill work with the genetics that they have, it's gonna make them superior. I'm not saying we're superior. I'm not saying that. Don't cancel me.
Please don't say superior.
But I'm saying it's gonna make it at a higher, easier level for the men because they can develop the skill just as much. They can develop the same skill as you, but their genetics also play a factor in that role.
I know some girls jumping out the gym too. So
I don't know. Hey,
I don't know about jumping out the gym, but y'all
getting up there.
Y'all getting up there.
Let's go like Andrew, Asia jumping out the gym. She didn't do no training. Them genetics, right?
She was. Them two torn ACLs too. She jumping out the gym.
You know what I'm saying? She was jumping out the gym, and I feel like if she would have had better training coming up, she would have been. You know what I'm saying? Like she would have been a super athlete. You feel me?
Let me talk because like you remember in high school, Ronnie, you went to high school with me. You remember in high school, the boys team, we got to train with a dude named Shabazz. Y'all look him up. He's an elite physical trainer. I'm telling you.
Right.
But then the girls, they just go to the weight room and squat. That's the difference right there. Not the genetic. We was working on the quick twitch muscles. We working on muscles that make us jump, that make us run faster, while the girls just squatting. They building their hamstrings, they bust, they core. They not working on the same muscles as us, so they can't compete the same way. So I feel like if we don't see the same work, we'll never know.
Not too much on how we used to train, Andrew.
Huh?
Not too much on how we used to train.
Oh, hey, I also feel like though, like having two parents as athletes versus having one parent that's an athlete also like gives you kind of that advantage, like because. A lot of players that,
you born for it at that point.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it low key give you an advantage versus like only having one parent that's an athlete and like your dad was a regular dude or your mom was a regular woman. Like it's not the Like it's not you wasn't really born to be an athlete. You just decided to go down that path. Like
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah.
Like, of course, if my pop's 6'9" and my mama's 6'6", I know what I'm finna be. I know I'm gonna be a different breed. But they're them.
But I think.
But think about this.
But I think at that point you don't have a choice. Like if your parents are great and you know what I'm saying, they got them genes. You know what I'm saying. I feel like you don't got a choice but to be an athlete. Like you don't have no choice but to be great because they gonna make sure they gonna develop you because they already know they already been through that path. So they gonna try to give you a different path that was 10 times better than what they had. So that goes back to training.
Yeah. What you gonna say, Vontae?
No, she got it.
All right. Hey.
Basically similar to it. So
you're right. We gonna wrap this. We gonna put a bow on the double standard. We know how people feel. People never gonna come to the same understanding. It just ain't gonna happen. But because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month, we want to talk about mental health for a moment. I'm gonna start with Vontae. We're gonna go around. Like, tell me, how do you think mental health affect you playing the sport of basketball?
And mental health is I would say mentally, bro. Mentally, when you play this sport of basketball, you gotta be strong. Well, just sports period, because you're gonna have a lot of people who want to see you fail and who gonna talk bad about you at any moment. And that, for a person who thinks about what people care about, it's gonna affect you. Now you're thinking, dang, if I miss, they're gonna be talking about me. If I do this wrong, they're gonna be talking about me. Like, I've dealt with my fair share of it, took me some time to get past it. But I feel like you just it's something you gotta work on. You gotta understand that no matter what happens, people are gonna judge you either way. Like, as long as you respect yourself and no matter what the outcome is, as long as you accept it, it can really help out with mental health.
Yeah. Ronni, you go next.
Mental health. I feel like basketball, just sports in general, because I play multiple sports. I feel like, that helped me mentally. Like, when I feel down or I feel like I'm depressed or going into a dark hole or something, I just go get the gym. It takes my mind off things.
Yeah, that's therapy.
And I feel like without, it's most definitely therapy. And I feel like without basketball, I probably would have crashed a long time ago. Like, this is, it becomes an escape, like, from reality. Like, when I'm hooping, I'm just hooping. I'm not worried about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's most definitely therapy. It's most definitely an escape to get out of reality. Like when I'm hooping, I'm not worried about no stress. I'm not worried about homework. I'm not worried about what's going home or anything like that. Like, I'm only worried about hooping. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Lane, you got it. Then we go to Eric.
I think for me, like, I'm such a nonchalant person that don't care about I don't care about nothing really. So for
bro.
Nah, bro, I really am a nonchalant person, bro. Like, stuff don't get to me how it get to everybody else. Like, it don't be really bothering me.
Hold on, Lane. Pause for a second. Cuz, who did you turn and start talking to?
Hey, my niece, bro. You must think there must be ghosts everywhere, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Hey, Lane, come on, go ahead.
But anyway, though, like, I'm such a nonchalant person, stuff like that. So, like, I don't really let stuff get to me. But like,
let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there, Lane, because that is a lie. I watched you go through everything you did.
Let me. And you can. Hey, if you let me get to where I'm going with it, bro, just let me.
You just hopped on this podcast and
you care. You care.
Just let me get to my.
All right, you got
my point, bro.
You got the
what
flow.
What I'm saying is, bro, I'm sexist man, bro. I'm not hearing nothing you talking about. But anyway, like I said, like I really be trying to block stuff out like for so long. Then like
only you and your friend.
Hey, let my man finish up, bro.
It finally get to me, G, and like
only you and your friend,
and it really get me down. It's really important to me just because like I'm one of the people who try to like block that stuff out for so long, and like at a point it really get me down to like a low point. So like mental health, like just taking like some time to yourself or a couple hours or a day or whatever like that stuff really helps. Like for me, if I either go like I go shoot or something, I go probably because like I do shoes, like probably go paint some shoes or like do some of that nature. Like it really like just take my mind off things. And that helped me get back to like where I need to be.
I'll be meditating, reading books.
All right, Kyrie, Eric, you got it.
I agree with everybody. We all said the same thing, but I use basketball as an escape. So it's kind of just when I'm stressed to this day, I still go shoot around, go to the gym, just do a few drills, just because it just put my mind in a place where I just feel like I'm actually free to do whatever I want to do. It's just I can get away from any problem, big, small, anything. I can get away from that problem just by getting on the court, dribbling the ball. And especially while you playing, say if you're on an active team, you got to stay in that positive mindset because 9 times out of 10, you're going to make a bunch of mistakes every game. You make mistakes in the game. It happens. But it's just you can't just abuse yourself over. You can't abuse your mind over. You got to not be so hard on yourself sometimes.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like it's different
being
for the What'd you say, Eric? Finish up. Eric?
I lost him. I can't.
You got it.
I feel like it's different for professional athletes because sports is not just a hobby, something to get away from. It's your job. It's how you make your money. Yeah. So it becomes stressful because if you're not fulfilling your job, just like any other job, you will get fired. We see with a lot of NBA players, they be getting 10-day contract, and they don't really get time to show anything for because you can't really do much on 10 days. You feel me? Like you never know what could happen. So I feel like with athletes, it's different. Like DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love, they talked about their mental health, and I feel like a lot of people clown them for it because
especially Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie, they don't understand the level that they going through. This is not just a thing that they play. This is their livelihood. Like this is what they got to live on, and they still got to have a life outside of it. With the NBA, you play 82 games. You don't really get a life outside of this. I understand how mentally they have battles that we don't have. No matter how much money that they make, no matter how high of a level that they pay that we all want to reach, they still go through stuff because they're humans.
Yeah, for sure. Well, me personally, when mental health comes to me, y'all know me, I try to be tough. I try to tough most stuff out, just let it ride. But at times, it gets to me, bro, because just this season, I came back second semester. I started having a great second semester, for the second year in a row. And last year I got suspended 6 games. Then I hurt my ankle. I was out for the year. That did something to the mental. And then coming this year, I came back second semester, had 2 good games, and then I broke my wrist. We out for 2 months. So mentally, I'm gonna be real. Mentally, that put me in a dark state to where I was focused on my body heavy before then. I was working out every day, faithfully training my body right. Bro, I broke my hand. I went to the state. I just went to the room every day. I wasn't even going to practice. I'm just going to the room, eating, watching TV, chilling. Before it's over, I didn't put on 25, 30 pounds, just because.
Yeah, you got fat.
Just because mentally I wasn't in the right space, bro.
That's so.
Yeah. And then, once I got the mental right, I noticed, damn, I'm getting big. Let me go get in the gym. So now, I go take that off. But if the mind not right, bro, ain't nothing going right.
The mind is 90% mental, bro. That's one thing I've always been told. It's 90% mental and 10% physical. So if your mind not right, your body not gonna follow.
For sure, bro. For real.
I want to add what is it Devontae? Is it Devontae?
Yeah, Devontae.
Okay, Devontae. I want to add. I kind of gotta disagree. I understand what you were saying with the whole professional thing, and it's a job, but I feel like we don't have the equal, but almost the same amount as stress as they do. Like this season, we played in the whole pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of different. We had my team personally. We had 4 or 5 players out there due to COVID. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of hard. And I was the only point guard, and I was forced to play 40 minutes a game. I played over 20-something games, and I played 40 minutes a game. So that's 2 or 3 games a week with probably 2 days off, probably 1 day off, and practice 3 hours a day on top of weight, on top of individuals, on top of going to class.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I know the professional aspect is kind of different, But then again, collegiate athletes, we go through a lot too.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
Like and I can say I was kind of mentally drained. Like physically, most definitely drained, but mentally I was drained because 40 minutes is most definitely a lot, especially going through the bumps and bruises and not having the resources to recuperate. You know what I'm saying? To get my life together.
See, I'm a level with you because we at Itasca it was kind of the same for me. I was playing 40 minutes a night. I had to play like the whole games. And at first I'm thinking like, man, this is mad stressful. Like he got me playing the whole game, and we practicing 3 hours a day. I don't know what he was doing. We had
like 5 hours. We really practicing like 5 hours a day. But
yeah, we got the early mornings, we got weightlifting, then we got practice, we got film.
And once the season started, like I said, I was playing like the whole game. Like can I get a break? I need something. But as I thought about it, I'm thinking, not a lot of people get to play at this level. Not a lot of people get to touch 40 minutes. You feel me? Yeah. 40 minutes is a lot of playing time, and I might not get another opportunity to play this 40 minutes. So as the season went along, 40 minutes became, it became nice. Practice became cool. Like it became enjoyable just because this could be taken from you at any moment. So we do go through a lot of things, but we also got to be appreciative because, like I said, we could be your average person. We could be back at the crib for y'all. You're in the back at the crib on the streets or something, doing something reckless. Or for me, working a regular 9 to 5, like, so it's a lot of stress to it, but we also got to realize this. We got to be appreciative of it because it's fun to do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we love to play basketball.
You're right.
So it's a great opportunity.
It's most definitely an opportunity, but it was most definitely stressful too.
It's definitely stressful,
It's most definitely stressful.
Yeah, for real. But hey, y'all, we finna wrap it up with this last segment that we got. We're going to call this last segment, we're going to call it overrated or underrated. I'm going to show y'all a list of players, and you're going to tell me whether they overrated or underrated. The first one we're going to start with is Mr. Memphis himself, Ja Morant. Overrated, underrated?
He's not Memphis himself, so stop it. But
he is officially from Memphis. We are claiming that man. That man is officially from Memphis.
Claiming him.
Yeah, he got it. Definitely.
I'm gonna say overrated right now, bro.
I'm gonna say very overrated
right now. Ja, my guy. Ja, one of my favorite players, but right now he overrated because a man like Andrew Johnson said he was better than De'Aaron Fox, and that right there let me know how overrated of a player he was.
Hold on.
Hey, Ja Morant, he's not better than Shea either.
And I stamped that he better than both.
True.
Where he from?
He definitely not better than both.
What did Jersey say on this chat? What did Nine say?
Wait, Eric said he's very overrated though. Like, how is he very overrated? Like, I need the background.
I mean, if I say he's overrated, I think he's overrated because you would say he's better than players like Shea Gilgeous, and he's not. You said he's better than De'Aaron Fox.
I would never say that. But
he got his team in competition for the playoffs. Them other two players do not.
They have a better working team, is what I'm trying to say. But as an individual player, Ronni, he is not better than that.
He's most definitely underrated.
I think he's underrated too.
So you think he better than De'Aaron Fox?
Hell yeah.
Explain to me. You're saying he's underrated, but he averages about 18 points a game his sophomore year. That's basically the same he averaged his rookie year. So
18 points, about 8 assists. He's very consistent with getting his team in competition for playoff spots.
But he's inconsistent as a player, though. One game he'll have 25, and the next he'll have 10. That's
Vontae, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Since De'Aaron Fox been starting, the Kings been picking in the lottery every year. So how he better than Ja Morant?
And Luke Walton is their coach.
He their coach now. He wasn't coach before.
De'Aaron Fox,
one year. He 1 year without De'Aaron with De'Aaron Fox's career. He's coached. He's only not coached 1 year of De'Aaron Fox.
Hey, next one. We off. Ben Simmons, overrated, underrated.
Overrated.
Over.
Definitely
I'm gonna say over.
I'm not gonna say over. I'm not gonna say underrated.
I think he's underrated. I think he's underrated. To be honest.
He don't really get the praise as what he should be, because we all know if he could really be that player, he'd be a top 5 player in the league. But he also don't we don't talk about him as as an underrated player.
I agree with Vontae.
I don't think he's overrated or underrated. He's just Ben Simmons.
But hey, though, will he not be overrated because we know what he should be, and he not there, and people still praising him for what he's doing right now? Would that not make
people not really praising him though? They
don't praise him like that though, Andrew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, they do.
My boy be an All-Star game. He gonna make the All-NBA team. He gonna get him all defensive team,
as he should be. He's an all defensive player.
But he's not an All NBA player, nor an All Star.
He's not All NBA. He's not.
Going. I don't see him getting All NBA, bro.
He's not an All Star nor an All NBA player, though. That's what we're saying.
He's not an All Star.
He's made the All Star game 2 years.
We know what he's made. That's why we said he shouldn't have made it.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
Why not?
Because his numbers are really average. What you mean?
I don't understand this. Listen.
So
Draymond Green made the All-Star.
Draymond Green made the All-Star because they was the best team in the league those 3 seasons.
And Ben Simmons was the best team in the East. He was with the best team in the East.
Bro, Draymond made the All-Star game just off the fact of I don't know why.
Draymond averaged 6 points, bro.
I feel you, G. But Ben Simmons, bro.
Should Ja Morant been in that game?
Hey, next question. Next.
The All-Star game.
No, he should not. Next one.
Man, Eric, a hater.
Hey, Giannis, overrated, underrated?
Under.
He's a 2-time MVP. Why put him on it?
That man is a buck. He's a buck. You see what's on his chest?
I'm gonna say he's exactly where he should be. I'm gonna say he's exactly where he should be rated.
I feel like he should be talked about more.
He's one of my favorite players in the league, and he overrated. I'm
with Ant, bro. He's exactly where he should be.
I think he's exactly where he should be.
He's a 2-time MVP. I can't say he's overrated.
No, I'm gonna say I don't feel like he should have got that MVP or Defensive Player of the Year last year. That should have been Bron.
He shouldn't have got that Defensive Player of the Year. That MVP was definitely his, bro.
I don't know.
You said Bron and AD should have got MVP in the.
I would have got
Defensive Player of the Year, bro.
Bron should have got MVP. He was
sensational.
Sensational.
Why? Why she ain't got MVP though?
He averaged a career high in assists. He averaged 26 plus, and he 35.
Hey,
his first year,
his number one team in the league. The Bucks was number one team in the league.
Bron first full year in the West, he was the number 1 seed.
Giannis led his team in every statistical category. So
Bron should have been an MVP.
But what you got to say now, though?
Category. And he was a second round exit.
But
he led his team in every.
What that got to do with the regular season, though?
Every single one.
I don't know. I wouldn't have gave it to him personally because I seen the game that he played against Bron, and Bron terrorized him. To me, that was the game that tipped the scale.
What you mean? The first game the Bucks played against the Lakers, that man terrorized Bron.
He did. He put a crown in his head.
He made 5 points on Bron, bro. That was the
Bron
most he ever made the game.
Bron killed him and then turned around and did Paul George and Kawhi Leonard dirty. And back-to-back nights, they gave him the MVP right there.
Close to the end of the season? Come on, bro.
It was COVID.
It was close to the end of the season. Everybody tired by that time.
That was COVID time. The season stopped.
How you tired in the playoffs about to start?
The playoffs going to come. Hey, next one.
That's why you take the break into the playoffs. You always get a break before the playoffs. Come on, G.
Next player, Kyrie, overrated, underrated?
Underrated. You know me. You know what I'm
saying.
Underrated.
He exactly where he should be.
Not where he should be. He is overrated.
Underrated.
He overrated.
He is underrated. How's he overrated? Please tell me.
My boy is out with smoke and mirrors. It looked good.
Please tell me how's he overrated, please.
Because that's it. It looked good. He ain't doing no winning by himself. He ain't doing no winning.
His record with the Nets without Harden and KD is 5-3. So how's he not doing anything?
I don't care nothing about them 5 wins he got. I care about what he did before Bron came in Cleveland when he was absolutely awful. What he did in Boston while he was
as
there,
a young player,
absolutely awful.
Boston was still a playoff team. Stop it, bro.
They got bounced in the second round quickly.
It don't matter, bro.
They was loaded. They was
Michael Jordan used to get bounced in the first round. What that got to do with anything?
He overrated, bro.
No, he underrated, bro.
Ronnie, what you think? Overrated, underrated?
He's a top 3 most skilled player of all time, bro.
Hey, I agree with Vontae.
He is
He
beyond
underrated?
skilled as a player.
I agree with Bunty.
So
Yeah,
if the
talk to
standard,
him.
so let me see
Talk
this.
to him.
If we put in the point guard standard as, let's just say right now, we don't say the best 3 point guards in the league is Russ, Dame, and Steph. If they the standard,
I'm
we
not
know they
putting
locked
Russ
to the
better
Hall of
than
Fame.
Kyrie. Stop it.
If they
You
locked to the
really
Hall of Fame.
putting Russ over Kyrie.
No, let me
Hell
talk.
yeah.
Yes.
Them
That
three
man
locked
averaged
to
a
the Hall of
triple-double
Fame.
for like his
Russ
fifth.
over Kyrie.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Russ
Not
definitely over
putting no Russ
Kyrie.
over Kyrie, bro. He
Yeah,
just
he
get a bunch
definitely
of
over Kyrie.
triple-doubles, bro.
Definitely
not, bro.
He definitely over
not.
Kyrie.
He shoot 20%
Yeah,
from the three-point line.
y'all need to take off them caps, boy.
What do Kyrie do better than him? Score?
Y'all need to take off
Score.
them caps.
Russ pass better, defend better, rebound better. What
Defend. Russ can't guard it. So stop it, bro.
Yeah, Russ can't.
Stop
Hey,
it.
Russ
You
can't defend.
saying
Russ can't.
Russ is a
So, bro.
defender?
I said
But
he
Are
Kyrie
guard
you
can't
better
saying
than
defend
Russ
Kyrie
either.
is a
Irving.
defender?
He guard better than Kyrie Irving.
Stop it, bro.
That's
No.
a fact.
Kyrie
No.
has shown great
Fact.
defenses here, bro.
No.
Stop it.
Kyrie,
No.
y'all drunk. Hey, next one.
Come on, bro.
Oh God, I don't know what y'all. Hey,
Next one. Here we
Nah,
go.
y'all drunk.
LeBron
Over.
James is LeBron
Over.
overrated.
I feel like he's right there. Like he's right there. He's not overrated or underrated. He's talked about just enough.
Bron, bro. Come on, dude. No,
Once again, Drew,
hey, why'd
why
you throw
you
him
put
in
him
there, bro?
this list?
Underrated.
How is he
You put him as underrated?
Yeah, they'll give
He's
him
talked
enough
about
respect.
You
everywhere.
underrated a top 3 player all time, G. Please tell me.
Because he don't got
cause that man
because he
wild.
don't got the championships as Jordan level. We underrate how great this dude really is. We take him for
We
granted.
don't underrate. Everybody knows LeBron is going down as one of the greatest to ever do it.
But
So
do people
he's
not take him for granted?
I don't
They
think
take
so.
everybody in the league for granted.
If Bron pull
They
up
used
and
to
have
take-
a game of 20 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds, they're gonna be like, bro, Bron didn't play well, bro. He only had 20. Like, dude,
Well,
that's
what was
LeBron
he
James.
shooting from the field?
It don't matter, bro. If he
Yes,
goes to
it
the
do
playoffs,
matter. Because if the dude shot 8
Field-
for
field
20 and he
percentage
only had 20, yeah.
Field
We see-
percentages matter, Andrew. Let's
look,
be real.
we seen LeBron James have some great performance, and people be like, he didn't do enough. He should have did a little bit more. Like, dude,
Because
That's
they
what you
lost
do
the
to
game.
great people, though. That's what you
His
do to great
expectations,
people.
They
Right,
lost
so
the
that's what I'm
game.
saying.
He didn't do enough for them to win, obviously. And
I
he
ain't saying-
didn't do enough. And they
is anybody else in the league expectation as high as it is for LeBron James? Every year when the league start, they think he should win a championship. Every season, no matter who on his
because
team,
every year
he
when
supposed to go to the
every
finals.
every
If you
time
talk
when the
about
year
stats-wise,
ends,
I
he
feel
is
like
in the
them.
championship.
No.
What you
Every
say,
time when the
Vontae?
year ends, every time when the year ends, he's in the championship. So obviously, your
Facts.
expectation is for him to get to there.
That's what I'm saying. So when he don't, even the 1 year when he didn't make it with the Lakers, niggas, they pressed. Man, Brian, he losing it. Like every season, Brian, he losing. He underrated. They take him for granted. For
They
what he
say
do for
that
the
about
game.
all the greats, though. All the greats have went through that.
Bro, they take everybody for granted because it's not them. They just watching them put on the show. They don't care.
Yeah.
They used to, you know what? You know when Michael Jordan he lost them nine times. They used to say he's only a scorer. He can't win a championship. And then look what happened. He won 6 and thing. It's different, bro. Everybody
did.
If you great,
Everybody-
you all get that
Great go
expectation.
through.
How many times did he lose?
Hey,
Nah.
he still got 6 rings, bro. How many Bron
Hey,
got?
But look though, tell me who could
I
have
thought
took
so.
any player in league history could have took them 2 Cleveland teams that he took. The one in 07 and then the one in 17? Yeah, the one in 17.
I'm gonna go
Dude,
ahead and
maybe
say
AI.
Allen
I
Iverson.
don't know. Maybe AI.
Allen Iverson.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey,
say Allen Iverson.
Maybe
oh my
AI.
God.
You know.
Allen Iverson?
Did you not see the team he took to the finals? The 76ers?
Maybe AI.
Well, what do y'all not watch basketball, G?
I could
I'm
say
baffled.
maybe.
Somebody
I
said
say
I'm down.
maybe AI because he's done it. AI was the only person to do it.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all need to go dig up some archives, watch some basketball, see what they did for Allen Iverson to make to the NBA Finals. I ain't gonna talk about.
No, you
Hey.
need to go watch some basketball because Bron is nowhere near.
Is this dude right here overrated?
Hey,
The
you
GOAT.
put Mr. Hey, come on.
That man put the GOAT in there.
The
Crazy.
GOAT. Hey, it
Dude.
speaks for itself.
GOAT
Hey,
man, GOAT man.
Eric, he overrated, underrated.
I'm just
You know what Eric gonna say.
I'm just playing.
Let's hear Mr. Sexist himself. What do you got to say?
Hey, you see the arm sleeve, bro? Stop it. You little arm pad.
Go, man. Hey, my boy Jordan underrated though. They don't value him enough. They don't, especially dudes like Eric. You get on Facebook, dudes like, hey, he played against Milkmen. No, he the greatest ever lace up, bro. Stop that.
You said dudes like Eric. I'm crying.
That man Jordan used to get beat. God.
I think you should have included the greats, Andrew. You should have included the greats. We already know they're gonna be talked about for the rest of.
So we gotta talk about.
You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta talk about it.
Hey, you put 3 Hall of Famers in the overrated, underrated thing, and wanted us to answer the question.
Like,
hey, Eric, you feel like Michael Jordan is overrated? You legit told us that.
Hey, he did tell us that, bro.
He said that.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. Fuck that bald-headed ass nigga.
Hey, relax, bro. Relax. Without him, you don't need to pick up a basketball.
I don't care about Michael Jordan.
Watch out. Hey, but we want to thank Ronni for joining us today on what was an incredible show.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that was a great show, bro. I'm gonna just be real. But again,
Bill is back. Hey, who said that? Ed?
Not you. Hey, don't worry about that.
Who said that?
Again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so make sure y'all mental health is straight. If not, go talk to somebody.
That's a therapist.
Go talk to somebody.
Trust a friend.
We would thank y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Stay up to date on all new Scary Hours content. Hey, we see y'all watching, but y'all not liking the video. What's up with that? Like the video.
Hey, like the video, bro.
And subscribe.
Hey, I ain't gonna play with you. Like the video, bro.
All right. We out.